My one artillery factory is going through tough times.
Wait, that's a real CB.
What is?
Ethiopia decked on me for a real CB.
Decking Hungary for 100. Call me in.
What
Oh,
the
wait, what?
fuck?
Hungarian
What
Sierra?
the fuck?
Send me an alliance bug on you.
I honestly would not mind taking some of those Ethiopian colonies.
He's at 5 mil tech. We can beat the shit out of him.
As long as he doesn't call in Japan. I don't have ironclads yet.
Japan's already in.
Is he?
It doesn't matter.
Batavia, you're in too, right? We'll give you land.
I will try to blockade it, so that's the thing.
That's real for marksmen, isn't it? Is that
Oh,
real for
wow.
marksmen? Where can I even ship troops?
We can ship it through the Suez down to Sudan.
Expert marksman joins the war? You're gonna just have to lose fucking Sierra Leone.
I can full siege me down.
It'll stalemate.
What countries does Spain have sphered? I'm gonna deck at you.
Do one in Africa, like Kano. I'm doing a false start, by the way. I'm not joining the war.
I actually couldn't believe that this was a real war when I saw the deck.
We see the blocks forming Dempsey, Spain, Japan, Ethiopia. We are reconciling.
I'm open for fluid diplomacy.
You want to join this war then?
I don't know.
Spain and Scandinavia look like they have equal ironclad counts.
If you have a ironclad fleet, Spud, then... Which obviously you don't, but
I'm waiting for
when you get one,
1% chance to get ironclads.
I currently am sitting at 112. Japan, I don't think has ironclads yet.
Also, I'm laissez-faire. But, you know, I'm just holding out until communism and I'll fucking try that. When does that come out anyway? Oh, I see it. My Communist Party is pro-military. So yeah, Weevil, you can ask them to full siege you down. Is there anything you can do to avoid a stalemate ruling on it?
I'm just gonna
Fight
use the
them.
stalemate opportunity to declare war on the Spherelings.
By the way, I'm sorry to break it, you know, I'm sphering the Dual Monarchy though.
Incredibly
So
basic.
time to do
The
that.
Italian Sphere Empire.
I really had any hard feelings other than you backing the DM.
Likewise. Well, I mean, you did do a fucking containment war on me, but I'll look past that.
Again, do you want to take land from the Tukulor Empire?
I actually really do.
Alright, I'll
yes.
call you in I'll call you in afterwards this war, otherwise I'll call you into both.
Yeah, I'm going to bring troops over to the colony. Spain officially joined the war, and I'm not.
Joined a while ago.
Well, now what? Can you make a serious geostrategic move to prevent the stalemate?
Not really.
You can't really do anything. You're just gonna get stalemate. Are you guys like fighting anywhere?
Yeah, we're fighting in one battle in Sudan, and I'm winning.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, I'm not winning, but
That's real. That counts. That fucking counts.
I'm retreating to
I'm
the
gonna
mountain.
I'm gonna start the stalemate after like
After these battles.
He's gonna get there
Oh.
before me. Are you kidding me?
wait, no, you can't declare on someone else's feeling
Yes, you can.
when you're at war with them.
I did it when he announced. I wasn't at
Did
war with
you?
him when I did it. That's always been allowed.
That's not allowed.
I did it while at peace with Spain. It's allowed.
He declared intent to join the war, thus he's part of that war.
He can join the Sphereling and be at war with me. It's not.
That's
That's
not-
his own fault.
That's not what the rule says. You're gonna have to white peace that.
I'm not white piecing it, Spambud.
Oh my god.
Weevil would only be in the right if he was justified before.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he justified before he announced to join, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay, expert marksman, he is allowed to do that because he justified.
My
on
ally is
Tukulor,
in the
which
right.
is your feeling before you
Okay.
announced to join. Even though it's a meme war and he's not gonna get anything.
No, Italy's just gonna take it for him. Easy.
Yeah, I'll transfer some of it to him though.
Marksman, I took an event to lower the life rating of Sierra Leone.
I literally just wanted Sierra Leone. I don't know why you're being a little bitch about this.
Why did Ethiopia declare then? Why didn't you take it?
Yeah, why did Ethiopia take it?
Wait, is Crafter Infamous fighting for you?
Crafter did that of his own.
Infamy.
volition.
I'd be
Again.
less annoyed if you guys weren't putting units in Ethiopia and stopping me from invading him.
If you want to invade Ethiopia separately, that's fine with me. But I just want.
Don't use people as an infamy gimp and stop me from invading him. Why is Zarao sending like cruisers to the Red Sea to stop me from doing this?
Cruisers.
Ironclads. I'm sorry, Marksman. I don't have naval tech.
As long as you're not tied to fucking Ethiopia though.
I'm not tied to Ethiopia.
You're literally joining
He's
his
not-
wars and using his
He's
infamy.
not
dude.
even my sphereling, dude.
You're dead to me, marksman.
You're fucking dead to me, guy.
Do you want to peace out this war?
No, you're getting stalemated out of this.
Full stalemate me down.
You call in 3 infamy gimps, you're getting stalemated out.
Yeah, Japan's my infamy game.
3? Yeah.
Well, what is Japan?
Zorao and Ethiopia, my bad.
Japan's a shadow of his former self after China. What is he now?
For
What
the
is he?
skill issue.
He might not be an infamy gimp, but he is a gimp. I mentioned Sierra Leone a little bit earlier because it was originally meant to be transferred to Loco, but Loco kind of forgot about it, so Hungary's kept it.
It's
Yeah,
7%
same with West
Hungarian.
Java.
So China's number 1 great power. That's it. That's it for the game.
I mean, they've been that for a while,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be it for the rest of the game. And there's nothing anyone can really do about it. So
The only person who ever could have done something about it was a certain man named Lizzie, and he failed us all.
Man?
Yo, Spud, can you come down the channel?
If you would help me out here, dude.
Guys, you can really win that. Wait, I need to
It's
fucking
Scandi
colonize.
being in that?
Hold on.
I don't know if Scandi being in that makes it possible though. It's pretty bad.
You know, maybe I will.
Dude, listen. If you join colonies, dude.
Yeah.
We will make sure that we will take colonies, dude.
Unfortunately, DM lost that war and he's a lot weaker and he needs a lot more help.
This will topple the Scandi hegemony, because like if Scandi wins, then you actually have to fucking suck up to him. But if he doesn't, then you whatever you do in the future, like negotiating, you will have more power. That's just the way it is. Things will never be.
I'll
the
go
same.
fucking bankrupt, and I've got spherelings that want money. You know, I sphered you, by the way.
Oh, I can send you a grant.
I'm getting some money now, but
If you'll be able to help sustain my economy during the war,
Yes, I can. I have
Germany.
5
It's-
mil.
I think I might just say fuck it, enjoy.
yeah, it would be nice, dude. Then just fucking topple this hegemony,
I'm a pacifist party with shit mill tech, but
I might just do established protectorate because it's cheaper than adding all the stuff, and I'll transfer you 1 or 2 of the states.
that's fine. Oh, I can build ironclads. Garrison the whole
Dude,
border.
wait, he's having Irish nationalists. What's happening?
That's when you can
Ireland?
restore order.
Can I get money now?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll need a lot of money.
Decking on Spain. It's over. It's fucking over for Spain. Loco,
Yeah?
garrison the whole border.
Okay, I'm gonna deck.
The beginning of the end.
Yeah, you can be encircled. You have to hit mains as well.
Ethiopia joined. These people can all fuck off.
Sierra Leone for the rest of this Tukulor stuff you're annexing.
Yeah. Alright, we'll do it when I annex it. What the fuck, Marksman? It went from 8% Hungarian to 7%. What did you do?
I'm attacking.
I killed them all.
Attack with me. Attack with
Marksman,
me.
no.
Okay, Germany, retreat. Retreat to...
He did. Loco, don't pause for this.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he's actually occupying your colony. Man,
Yeah,
I'm
they
glad Crafter
Yo,
can do
Italy-
so much in
Italy,
this war.
don't waste units with artillery to be in mountains. Like, get full mobiles in the
I'll sort it. I'll sort it. Now that we have Moulin Battle going, we can attack Troyes and Auxerre, but
We need a lot of troops for that.
Danubians in Italy. You know that all of North Germany is in the war, right?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Japan and Ethiopia are sending transports to occupy islands, dude. You can't make this shit up. If you ever need mill access, I'll give it to you.
the
And
Ottomans.
Ottomans is
joined-
in your side in the war.
Damn. What?
Right, are we gonna hit Auxerre and Troy?
We are. We fucking are, actually. I've got guys
Are
from
you
both
neutral?
provinces. I got attacked by Ethiopia somewhere. Is that important? No.
It's Crete.
No commander so far. No commander.
Danube, are you here? Launch an attack
Yeah.
now. Launch an attack now. We are.
Now's
hitting
the best
them,
time.
Launch. That is the best time. But
We're
make sure
losing the southern battle. Reinforce
it's
it.
pretty good now.
10k casualties. Oh, in our fucking northern battle.
Yeah, I know.
It's my
dude.
tech.
Like, dude, this fucking. I don't know what is it, dude.
Look, we're
Like,
winning the
something's-
fucking. We're winning in Auxerre, which can trigger an encirclement of Moulin, potentially.
You think you could start a second battle, Danubia? I think you could attack Mainz, the province.
Yeah, I'm about to do it.
We won Moulin. Follow up. Don't follow up.
Reinforce the other battles, and if you want to start
Yeah.
another one, attack one of those no leader plains provinces. Japan is putting troops in Europe. They just landed in Bruges. What a cock.
The cuckold that lost to China and decided to just fuck around. My 5 attacks now in Auxerre.
Cycles.
Auxerre's won.
Good.
Attack Dijon. Attack Dijon. Let's go.
You can encircle this.
Clermont.
They're trying to run out, but yeah, you can.
Dijon
encircle
was the
it.
right place. Just pull out of that. And just focus on these 2 battles down south. 1 offensive, 1 defensive.
Wait, Japan's in this fucking war? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Oh, dude, actually, I'm out of sync. I don't know if this is right or not.
You're right to say. Reinforce Auxerre. We won Dijon. We don't follow up from that.
Why? You sure?
Okay, we won.
Right.
Now we can follow up. Now we do follow up to Chaumont.
Okay, let's go.
I really think we probably do.
Let's go.
This is good. This is good. Move into Troyes. It's open. Move in there with something.
I think you guys got this.
I have fresh troops ready.
They can encircle it. It's too
they
far.
Can encircle it.
Hold what we have for now. Prepare a better attack somewhere else. Maybe support the Danubians. Danubia, pull out of mines. You're just losing.
Yeah,
that.
Danubia, pull
Pull
out
back.
if it's bad, dude. Pull back. Also,
I'll be
into
there
gas.
if they follow up.
Hey, Italy, are you in there?
Yes. What?
I'll give you $1 million to fuck off from West Africa.
What do you mean? Oh, I accept. I will leave if you. I'll request a grant now.
They cannot encircle that.
That is the
or
best
anything.
place to attack. I'll move my 5 attack into position for that.
Oh, 0 on a 9 roll, dude.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
And that fucking. Dude. Okay. Now we.
Oh yeah, that's more like it, right? That's more fucking like it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ethiopia sent troops.
Yeah.
They can go fucking fuck themselves. Batavia and Ethiopia are now allied in the same war together.
You've heard of the American Hugbox, the Asian Hugbox, the European Hugbox.
Raptors attacking a
the
dual monarchy.
African
Stacking them down.
South America's not out.
Get ready for the African Hugbox.
I'm surprised the Africans are still allied to them with how much Lizard says the N-word.
It's annoying because this is a European war. Now is the time we need you to attack.
Yeah.
They can encircle you. Mainz is connected to Mannheim, remember? You know that. Yeah, I think they just don't have enough to reinforce these 3 battles. We're going to break through somewhere.
Dude, we're losing 7,000.
I don't want to... When this happens, don't say it when this happens. It doesn't matter. In battles, it goes badly, it goes well. We don't need to hear this. I'm basically cycling. My entire army is out apart from my general. But it's good though. Germany is breaking through. The organisation! Yes! Look at that organisation! That's a bad... They're attacking Karlsruhe. Reinforce that from Freiburg now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro, wait.
NGF, you need to respond to this.
From Freiburg, from the forest.
I'm gonna try and move to fucking Strasbourg. I'm attacking these Ethiopians in Strasbourg while you go and reinforce Karlsruhe. We encircled it, that's it. Right now. It's encircled already. I'm stack wiping the Ethiopians. We need to put something in fucking Chalon. We have way more org, but they have troops. My army's dead and it's just not replenishing. They're gonna break through now because of my attack in Strasbourg. Because of Ethiopia. Call Darmstadt in the war. Call it in the war and retreat to it.
I'm not the war leader.
DM, you're allied to them.
Right.
You need to call them in right now, even if you pass.
Darmstadt?
Italy, you're gonna have to.
It's in the fucking war. What are they talking about? It's in the
You're the
war.
leader, Italy.
I am? I'm not allied to those. Oh my god. Now they're gonna break through into mountains and shit. I'm moving completely depleted stacks up there to deal with it. We won Chalon.
Only 2 of the stacks are behind lines.
Have to delete that.
The stuff that's moving to Kreuznach needs to be deleted. The stuff that's moving to Darmstadt is neutral, also needs to be deleted.
200 brigades just wiped, dude. It's gone.
It's fine, don't worry. Who's playing Japan? Midnight.
Everything.
It's the Mughal player.
The very same emotional instability that caused Lizard to join this war caused him to rage quit. It all comes around.
So are we gonna peace out the Japanese, or
We'll talk to him.
what does Japan have to do with anything?
It was Lizard being fucking retarded. And then he leaves the game.
Marksman, I feel great that I killed Lizard in this game without even needing to move my army.
Amazing.
Jemsy just messaged me and said that Japan will leave if Italy leaves.
No.
He has no stake in this fight.
You know, Midnight, the Mughal player, is so fucking mad that I left him. So he probably is going to meta grudge me. So I may actually join your war.
Yeah, just
Yes,
declare
do
3
it.
months when you're in. We guarantee you land.
I've been death warring for the last 40 years.
Yeah, dude, this is what this game is about.
You're at 0% war exhaustion, good tech. Who did we just peace out with? The Tukulor Empire.
Yeah.
Tell him that you'll join unless he white pieces out of the war.
Yes.
He has machine guns and he holds mountains.
Yeah, but you're China. Just do it.
What about that
And
Siberian?
you have 100 million pops. You know how much is that? The number 2 GP has 14 million.
On second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place. Right.
Burgundy's moving into your country, by the way.
We need to deal with that. I'm moving troops. We're gonna go and I'll hit him with my fire
Need
attack.
money or something.
I got hit by Scandinavia and fucking in the middle of fucking Danubian. What the fuck is this? We need help.
Moving troops. Yo, guys, you need to start a
Danube,
battle
help.
in the east.
Help.
DM.
Danube.
Should I? Because I'm moving.
Yeah,
We're beating the Scandies here. This is a good battle.
I crashed. Can you stop the game? Stop the game.
Why did we revert in this fucking battle? Why did we revert? Another fucking loss. I can't believe we lost this. This is pathetic.
Loco, when they're fighting battles that are really hard in Germany, you need to fight battles in France.
That's the thing.
Just
though, I
attack
literally started
Laon.
attacking.
Just attack Laon. It's funny. Get to the mountains. Get to the mountains, guys. We are hitting Constance, where our 77k is.
Yeah,
Now.
no, my. Look at that! Look at that! We get a good backline, and they get a
On a
lucky
roll.
with the roll.
That's more like it, Amos.
Keep going, dude. It doesn't matter now.
Here's the Ethiopian general. How cool is that? Steiner's counter-attack is going to Landshut.
Okay, I'm breaking my line in France. I'm sending my shit to. The turning point was really you like losing your army apparently.
Yeah,
Well, it
because
was,
they
that's true.
got behind my line somehow. I don't know how.
Dude,
I'm about to stack wipe. I'm about to stack wipe Dempsey so many stacks though in
learn
Landshut.
from my mistake, dude.
That's
like,
huge.
I don't know what's going on, but like.
He's about to lose more than CDC ever did. Come on, stack wipe. I'm not gonna get it. That's typical of this war. Yeah. He sits at 0k in that battle for like 5 days and doesn't get stack wiped. That's typical of this war.
Raise your hand if you want to hear Loco talk about the order national value. Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, that's what I thought. No one wants to hear about it.
Huge attack in Munich upcoming.
No, wait till 4.
I've got my fiber
I want
attack.
to check my fucking base. America war.
Order. Organization regain rate 5%.
Order.
Land organization 10%.
Order.
Naval organization 10%. Mobilization size 3.5. I get from that piece of shit equality 2 point something. Starting land experience 5. I'm coping about the order that you cannot change the national value, dude. I'm coping about that. So like, even if we have like all the techs,
I point out you're losing to Africans.
Dude, I got Japan to rage quit though.
Yeah, Japan fucking left the game. Fucking idiot.
It is an absolute lizard moment.
This is what happens when you feed this Germany who doesn't he didn't earn the land, he's not ready for it, he's not good enough to like maintain the country.
You want the truth?
Everyone gave him these massive boots and he can't fill them. It's the fucking curse of onions. This Danubia is doing worse than onions. He's like half his army. It's like onions again.
That went terrible. That was
and like so fucking Danubia became the new fucking Bohemia.
Definitely not looking good in this war, but we're gonna try. We're gonna do our best.
We will try our best and we won't succeed.
Yeah, probably. To be honest.
This war is looking very bad, but it's not quite over yet. Perhaps a new dual monarchy substitute can bring new ideas to the forefront. So despite this war taking up most of the video, I'm actually going to spend most of this time talking about loads of other really interesting things that happened, a lot of really interesting diplomacy. There was a moment where it looked like Scandinavia and Italy would be reconciling and forming a potential alliance, but this question didn't start when Scandinavia asked that, it started before regarding Spain. You see, Spain and Italy, or Venice at the time of course, were very close allies at the start of the game, as you'll remember when we took down Aragon together. But after we had no more common enemy and we'd formed our maps and sorted everything, we went our separate ways and did very different things for the rest of this series. I remained very much focused on Europe, supporting the dual monarchy and going after the remains of the Ottoman Empire, while Spain went off to India and is carrying out a successful conquest, putting together an alliance with Japan and Zerao. So during all this time there's been very little contact between our two countries and we've drifted apart, but I always knew one day we would reunite for the Great War and fight together again. Back in episode 1 I made a big point about Italy in Great Wars, how they always end up on the non-naval dominance side and getting blockaded and occupied. I wanted to maintain that alliance with Spain right up until the Great War so that we could fight together and get naval dominance, because Spain has one of the biggest navy potentials in the game with all those West African ports over the Strait of Gibraltar. A much bigger potential than Scandinavia. So that's been on the back of my mind for the whole campaign so far, keeping Spain as an ally against Scandinavia in the Great War, which should mean we can get naval dominance. The Hungarian Sierra Leone incident really challenged that. Hungary is also my ally, and so I thought indirectly that means Spain, Hungary and Italy were allies. But Spain going after Hungary's colonies like that, a very aggressive move that I thought was going to tear a rift between that alliance that I had in my mind. Feeling a bit alienated by Spain, I started to drift a little bit towards the idea of allying with Scandinavia, which would also mean abandoning the dual monarchy of course. But Spain, Hungary and myself, we had a little exchange regarding the Sierra Leone incident and we kind of calmed things down a bit. Spain only wanted Sierra Leone out of it, which is understandable because it's a West African port and is not really allied to Ethiopia. They're just doing a little infamy thing, so it's not a long-term move. And as you can see from the events of this part, Ethiopia has made a sworn enemy out of Italy and Hungary. We really want to go after Ethiopia, not Spain. You know from this series that I love a good war. I've enjoyed fighting Burgundy in Scandinavia, but when I see Ethiopians showing up, along with their sphere lord Japan, and Scandinavia's minion Batavia once again, which means that the two nations in Africa are allied, not fighting each other and fighting elsewhere. This is an African Hugbox, the first time we've ever seen it. Something that really reaffirmed the friendship with Spain was a very good deal that we made. 1 million in exchange for pulling out of that colonial race, which funded me for the war. And by the way, I really guaranteed this West African port to Spain because I was the first one to start colonising it. Spain was the second, and Scandinavia the third. So when I upgraded the thing, it kicked Scandinavia out because you can only have 2 people in the race. Scandi would have tried to keep that colony from getting into Spanish hands, but I was very glad to give it to him. Now I'll try and explain some things about this Tukulor Empire dispute. This rule dispute really shows why I hire Big Weevil as my rule lawyer. He decided to go after Spanish spherelings in Africa as an act of defiance against the 4 nations attacking him, and Spain couldn't really do anything about it being already at war with him over Sierra Leone. Big Weevil actually got away with a pretty fat lie here. People mentioned and Spambot agreed that if you start justifying on the sphereling before the sphere lord is at war or announced to join the war, then you are allowed to declare on it even if the sphere lord is at war. So they gave Big Weevil such an easy way out of it just by asking him, did you start justifying before he announced to join the war? And all he had to do was say yes, and they didn't bother checking that or questioning it further, even though it makes absolutely no sense. Why would Hungary just suddenly out of the blue start going after the Tukulor Empire in the middle of landlocked Africa before the war against him for Sierra Leone started or Spain joined it? So between this incident and the massive multi-province retreat that we helped the DM get away with in the last episode, you can see a lot of immorality surrounding the rules from me, I have to admit, and my allies. So that's why I say, for example, don't judge Scandinavia too harshly when they get immoral with the rules, because I do it as well. Remember, these are Nurse Reno's rules, and he has said many times that you should try and get away with as much as you can, and it's up to your enemies to point it out. And you know that I'm of the opinion that a lot of these rules shouldn't even exist, and we should use the game mechanics to fight against each other. So that's why I think what Spain did to counteract Hungary's moves was very good. He tried to annex this AI nation himself, and since Spain has a lot more logistics and troops in the area, he managed to take a large portion of this AI nation out of Hungarian and Italian hands with his own war against them during ours. So Hungary has these 2 ridiculous regions in the middle of Africa, but it's actually going to lead to a very good deal that truly reconciles Hungary, Spain and Italy over this whole thing. Hungary's agreed to give these 2 regions in the middle of West Africa to Spain in exchange for getting Sierra Leone back. And as Italy, I'm technically losing out here because Hungary and I agreed that I would get some of these Tukulor Empire states myself, and I'm also quite possibly losing all my West African holdings in this war against Ethiopia. Speaking of Spain, let's look at that India war, which actually turned out to be very eventful. The recent success of the Qing Empire against Japan's attempted conquest was actually a lifeline for the Mughal Empire, his ally, and sure enough he stationed an army within the Mughal Empire to help them against Spain. Quite a worrying situation for the Spanish, although he does have a decent Miltech advantage over them. The Mughals in China make some failed attempts to break through the Spanish line, but things take a massive turn when Spain calls in his ally Zorao. That nation actually holds something extremely important for China. This island right here, the Qing Empire needs this to form China, and he can never take it in a war because it's guarded by Zorao's 75 ironclads. So instead of sitting there getting blockaded and losing in India, Qing makes a deal. Zorao will transfer this final Chinese core to the Qing Empire in exchange for them pulling out of this war and relinquishing all support for the Mughal Empire. So that's the end of the Mughal Empire. To avoid the horrible literacy hits from annexing this civilized Mughal land directly, they're doing the technique of liberating loads of unciv nations from them. So with Zorao transferring Hainan over to the Qing Empire, yep, you know what time it is. China has officially formed. A ridiculously powerful nation, a huge threat to anyone they decide to call an enemy, and rapidly catching up on literacy through its education techs and all that. Zorao made a short-term decision to get an advantage in India in exchange for allowing China to form, while he was very much capable of holding on to Hainan and preventing it for the rest of the game if he wanted to. He's created a monster, and only time will tell what they will do in the rest of this campaign. Nearby in Japan, we also got another certified lizard moment. All the rehosting, all the unnecessary pauses, and possibly Big Weevil shitposting him caused him to have another mental breakdown, and he left for the rest of this session. He will be back in the next part in the next session though. Very disappointing that I couldn't convince the temporary Japan sub to peace out of the war, or get China to join against him. So now, last but not least, we will talk about that major European war. Here's the war analyzer for it so far. It's not over, there still might be a glimmer of hope for us. For once, it was actually the Dual Monarchy Burgundy front where we were doing really well and making good pushes, because I managed to convince the Dual Monarchy to garrison his border properly, and I managed to send my troops around there very effectively and use them. And it's such a shame that this great success over in this front, which is such an improvement on previous wars where we've had major problems here, is overshadowed by the new German front being a total failure. So this front first became a disaster when they carried out their big encirclement of our two offensive battles here. Scandinavia made their way behind our lines to hit that forest there, but I'll get to that after I talk about the Burgundian attack here. The Danubians made a big mistake by leaving two depleted stacks as his front line in Karlsruhe there. There are stacks back here in the mountains not garrisoning a border that could have been used for that. But Burgundy is making a mistake here by leaving Strasbourg open for us to counter-encircle him as I tried to do. The Ethiopians managed to get there before I did, of course, because they're closer, but if the Danubians could have gone in there with this stack instead, while reinforcing Karlsruhe with that stack, it might have gone differently. The other pincer of their encirclement was equally as devastating. Where did those Scandinavian troops come from to get to that forest behind our line? Well, they moved that stack through two German minor nations who were in the war, not neutral, it was perfectly legal. The mistake was that the Danubians, being well aware that these were all in the war, should have been covering it. We declared war on Burgundy, and these are all Burgundians' feelings who were automatically called in. I just noticed that earlier in the war, before this happened, the Danubians was aware of this and he was sieging down Frankfurt. He took that stack out of there to reinforce the battle. A couple better options would have been to keep the stack there to protect that flank, or to just siege down Frankfurt and wipe Pisa out of the war so they couldn't move through it. This is all a very easy mistake to make, because these feelings in what's considered neutral territory is very complicated. Then Scandinavia actually had the audacity to accuse me of retreating to neutral when I moved through Frankfurt to get out of that encirclement. That was technically a multi-province from me, but he couldn't have known about it. And since it wasn't caught by Scandinavian troops, there was absolutely no consequence to this multi-province. The Danubians could have retreated these guys through Frankfurt as well, but he didn't notice it and it was just ended up having to be deleted. That was the turning point of the war. The Danubians lost so many brigades, such a vital part of our war effort, and that's what led to them being able to do a further massive breakthrough in the Danubians, which have brought us all the way back to the Alps where we are currently sitting, plotting some potential Steiner counterattacks. The one final thing I'd like to clarify is why we reverted several days that were actually very crucial to the war over a rehost. This session was actually ridiculously unstable. We had so many rehosts, crashes, out of syncs, and this was one of many rehosts that happened, and I suppose it was just to save us time by making us use an autosave that we already had on the 1st of March instead of downloading another new save on the 10th. I really should have pointed this out and got us to take a proper save, because when they were able to redo those days of the war, they performed much better and moved their troops properly and beat us. But it is what it is. This is Victoria 2 and it's very unstable, but we love it all the same, and thank you very much for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed it. For Patreon supporters, the third compilation of bonus clips from the series is very nearly done and is going to be released soon as of when this video came out. As for some Twitch streams, this schedule only applies if you're watching this video on the day or day after it came out. There's going to be a World War I game hosted by Spambot himself on Sunday. Looking forward to that. He better not miss any multi-province retreats this time.
That's all for today. Goodbye.